Hi YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing well. It's September. I felt a bit melancholy actually the last few days. I don't know, it has been a good long hot summer. Slightly sad that it's over. I do enjoy September because I like kind of the new beginnings, the kind of new term, you know, some of the things that come with the autumn. But what I don't like is the dark nights and the evenings drawing in and the dark mornings. And I just find that harder as I get older actually. And I'm kind of have less energy. So I've definitely felt the change in the weather here, although it's quite sunny at the moment. It's a nice evening. We've had rain all day and it's just been a bit miserable and dark. Anyway, sorry to have a depressing talk. One nice thing about autumn is we get the new fall collections for the makeup. I don't know why we call them fall. Well, I do, but they're autumn collections here in Europe, and of course we get them in the summer in August. I've actually had my one purchase from the Chanel fall collection, which I think is a beautiful collection actually, but I just I can't justify buying more than one. I did and ah for quite a long time about buying another one, but eventually just settled on this palette, which is the boutons stellaire, the starry buttons. I think it's a really nice collection. You will have seen loads of videos by now because people started getting them about a month ago. I have taken it out, I have photographed it, I have done tiny, teeny, careful little swatches around the edges. Let me just open it off camera. I've got my bigger iPad, which is a bit awkward to use. So I have taken it out. I haven't used it on the eyes, which is ridiculous given how long I've had it. And I almost really don't want to disturb the beautiful engravings. I just love the stars there and the starfish and the kind of shell with the tiny little CC logo and the gold sun. It's so pretty, but you know, there is really no point in having makeup that I don't use. And I did, as well as liking the engravings, I don't think this was kind of my favourite from the engravings, but it was definitely my favourite colour story. Quite sort of neutral here with a few little pops, and I do like these kind of silvery blue or silvery green shades that you get sometimes. So this was an easy choice. And then the kind of standard brown choice probably would have been my second choice, but the more I saw it swatched, and I just thought I've got a lot in my collection that's like that. I think actually the sensible second choice would have been the one with the purple in it, which seems to be the most kind of densely pigmented from what I've seen. But as I say, I'm definitely not going to get another one. Let's really rub it in now. Have a look at the colours. Oh, I love that one. This one feels really good. And then the ultimate neutral there, which is kind of matte actually. That barely shows up. I don't think these are the most pigmented palettes. So let's have another go with that starfish that is sort of matte brown. Gosh, that really doesn't show up at all. It'll be interesting to see what that looks like on the lid. And the gold is not actually too in your face. I do love the blue. Yeah, what can I say? I don't think, you know, this is the most brilliant formula in the world. I mean, it's a bit disappointing. Let's try that So I've really rubbed and rubbed my finger, and it just doesn't show. Kind of disappointing. I think it will kind of blur out imperfections in the eyelid if you kind of use it to cover the whole eyelid, but it's not going to give much coloration. Still a beautiful palette. Yeah, maybe I will substitute that colour with some of the singles that I've got. I'm really enjoying, actually, the Suku monos that I showed you. I have used those. I think I'm becoming less and less prepared to mess around with creating much of an eye look with different shades, even when I'm going out, to be honest. I just haven't got the same joy with playing about with makeup on my face. I still really enjoy looking at my palettes in the drawer, taking them out, and looking at them and admiring, you know, ones like this that look so pretty. Sounds really ridiculous when you say it, but I still enjoy that. But I'm enjoying actually messing about with them on the face less and less. I just want something that's very straightforward and easy to go. And to be fair, as the eyes get older and more crepey, I think you've got to be careful with kind of multicolour looks unless you're a very skilled artist. I always admire some of the professional makeup looks that I see on older film stars, or Queen Camilla, actually. I think when she's done up for a state occasion, she's got very pretty eyes, but they're very crepey. She has a fantastic makeup artist, whoever does her eyes for those occasions. But, you know, actresses like Helen Mirren, they have wonderful makeup, but I'm not going to look like that, however carefully I do it. So a mono look is much easier to just give a little bit of definition with mascara and a bit of liner, and I'm good to go. So anyway, that's a bit of a ramble, slightly disappointing swatches from the palette. I'd be interested to know if anybody has bought any of the different ones from this collection and what you think. I did like the collection overall, I have to say. I suppose we've got the holiday to look forward to now. I didn't really buy from any of the other, apart from the Suku, which I showed you, which I really liked, that release. Everyone's looking at the Louis Vuitton, of course. I think it looks fantastic. There's no way I'm spending that kind of money on eyeshadow or lipstick, come to that. I'm slightly tempted by the new Hermès lipstick releases. There's one, they're all rose. It's the there are two mattes and there's one satin. It's a satin that I think looks really, really pretty. All Feisty bought it and it looks great on her. But honestly, I've got so many lipsticks that are hardly worn that I'm umming and ahhing about getting that. We'll see. Apart from that, haven't really been tempted by anything that I've seen so far. How about you guys? Anyway, I am going to show you some empties. I've been using a lot of face masks recently. That's one thing I have been using, and quite enjoying those. But that's for another video. So until then, bye for now.